Hey, morning everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne and God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into front page news. All right, now, last night, WNBA, the Mercury beat the Sky 91-86. Now, what else are we talking about, Yeezy?
Well, let's talk about Kyrie Irving. He did about a 20-minute Instagram Live where he discussed why he is not getting vaccinated. And he said it's not about being anti-vax or about being on one side or the other. It's about being true to what feels good for me. Here's what he had to say.
You know, this is my life. This is one body that I get here. And you telling me what to do with my body, and it has nothing to do with the organization. I'm going to put that out there. It has nothing to do with the Nets. It has nothing to do with my teammates. This has everything to do with what's going on in our world. And I'm being grouped in to something that's bigger than just a game of basketball. I'm a human being. I have feelings. I have thoughts. But I'm staying grounded in what I believe in. It's not about being anti-vax. If you choose to get a vaccine, I support you. If you choose to be unvaccinated, I support you.
Why are people up in arms about that man's choice? He made a decision.
And he said it's not about the Nets or his teammates. You know, New York City's protocols require him to receive at least one shot of the vaccine. And so they've decided with the Nets that they are not going to let him be part-time. He has to be a full participant in order to play in these games. So they don't want him to just only play when he does away games at places that allow it. They want him to be able to either play full-time or not. Right? Here's what he had to say about not retiring, because some people feel like, is he retiring after this?
Don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that, I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that, man. Like really be aware of what's being said before I even get a chance to be on the podium and speak for myself. What would you do if you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine? This wasn't an issue before the season started.
I don't understand why people are so up in arms over somebody making a choice. The league gave everybody an option. They laid out the rules, they laid out the mandates, and then you decide to do what you want to do. Why are people so up in arms that he decided to not play?
Because people make opinion on everything. People are Nets fans, and people know the fact that he's losing money. So a lot of people put themselves in his
He's
decision.
losing money.
Right.
Yeah, but it's been dragging out, too, for a while, because at first they weren't sure if he was going to play or not. Then they weren't sure if he was going to get vaccinated. Then they weren't sure if he'd be able to play in away games. Then they said he'd be able to use it. It's just been kind of dragging on as people are watching all of this unfold. It is also a representation of what's going on, I think, all over the United States with people in their particular jobs of whether or not they have to make this decision on, people have lost their jobs because they aren't getting vaccinated. So I think it is a big conversation, and he's just an example of that. Here's what he has to say about the money that he's losing because, he's not going to be getting $16 million in salary this upcoming year and $186 million as far as an extension. He will not be offered that now.
It's not always about the money. It's about choosing what's best for you. You think I really want to lose money? You think I really want to give up on my dream to go after a championship? You think I really just want to give up my job? You think I want to give up my livelihood because of a mandate? Because I don't have accommodations? Because I'm unvaccinated? Come on. I'm not going to be used as a person in this agenda. I'm not even going to speak on that. I'm just saying, it should not be divided amongst all of us. It should just be understood and respected.
He made a choice. I don't have to agree with his choice, but he made a choice.
He did.
And people need to be honest and just admit this is about the attention the media can garner from this story. It's about celebrity. Because 95% of the NBA is vaccinated. Why isn't that a headline? If you're trying to get people to get the vaccine, focus on all the superstars that got it. People focused on this because it brings attention to their respective platforms. It's something to talk about. They don't care about the actual issue.
It is a big deal because of the mandates here in New York City so that he can't play. If other places don't have those mandates and people are not vaccinated and can still play, I think that's a different story.
Who are the other players in the league who aren't vaccinated? Because 95% of the league is vaccinated. Who are the other players? You will never know because they don't garner your platform's attention.
No, because they're not as
Kyrie's
big as
also a big
Kyrie
star.
Irving.
That's what I just
They're not as big
said.
as Kyrie Irving. And the fact that he's giving up $15, $16, $17 million a year makes it a story.
And it's because it's about celebrity.
Yeah, of course.
Because why aren't we discussing the other 5% of the NBA that's not vaccinated?
Because they're not superstars.
And by the way, if you want people to get vaccinated, why aren't you talking about all the superstars in the league who are 95% of the NBA is vaccinated?
I don't think the press is doing it because they want people to get vaccinated. The press is doing it because it's a story.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Why do you treat me like a black woman?
Saying, so what are you saying?
Why do you treat me like a black woman? You hear the things that I say and then you repeat them like they're your ideas.
But you're asking why. That's
I thought you were saying that the press is focused on it because they want people to get vaccinated.
I'm not listening to y'all.
I could have sworn
that's I
you
heard.
That's not what I said. That is absolutely
That is
positively
what
not
you
I said.
said.
I said
Okay.
if you are trying to get people to get the vaccine, focus on all
But
the
the press is
superstars
not
that got
trying
it.
to do that.
All
The
right,
press
well, that
just
is your front page
doing
news.
the story.
That's my point. All these people act like they're pro-vaccine and they act like they're so mad that somebody's not getting the vaccine, but yet they push the person who's got the narrative of not getting the vaccine when they could push the narrative of all the people who do.
Press is just reporting the story.
No, they're not.
I think Kyrie probably knew this would be a big story. I mean, I don't think he doubted
It shouldn't be, though, is my point.
Get
All
it
right.
off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. Phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.